You're really welcome back to Dragon Age Awakenings. Awakening? Whatever. Last we left off, we were doing a thing. Namely, going back into this crypt area. We now got all the keys. Lady. Key of course. Horth is a horse, of course, of course.
And I'm off.
Uh-oh. Done? Or do you want to come back again? Spread the wraith. With any luck, it's gone for good. Wolf treads.
Going.
Pop that on my head. Well, that was fun. Eventually we need to go and do that thing. You know the thing?
Yes.
With Siren?
You seem fascinated with Sir Pouncelot.
We don't have cats in Orzammar. Well, maybe some nobles have them if they buy them from a certain...
How do the Templars always find you, Anders?
Incredibly angry. That's how they find me.
There must be some trick to it, surely.
They began recruiting women. The male Templars never stopped to ask for directions.
You're impossible to talk to.
I do my best. So, what do you do with a drunken sailor?
Early in the morning.
You arranged for quite the welcome for us, didn't you, Commander? Not that I mind. Gave me a chance to do some proper testing. Oh, the name is Dworkin.
I'm pretty sure I should have talked to you
a little
before.
mad in my line of research.
Invent these
I
explosives.
developed these particular... That just gets in my craw. Sullen, ashen-skinned So, I've been conducting experiments on lyrium sand and other volatile ingredients. If you got a mind to, I can make more, but I'm out. Dust's good for fuses, but not the boom I'm looking for. With real lyrium sand, I can set the... Aye, Commander. Well,
We need to send this home, brother. Orzammar must...
castless bearing...
Those castless are here. Thank you.
Oh, you're back to visit old Dworkin? Splendid. We've enough lyrium...
Warden, before you let my brother blow himself to little bits...
Don't listen to
And how many apprentices have you lost? 3? No, 4?
We'll know the risks. If we succeed, our names will go down in history.
Yeah, do what you will.
Aye, Commander. Thanks for your help. Please, take these. Use them to give those beasties a what for.
Curses. How's it going?
Warden, I did warn you about the stone in these parts. Human masons will use whatever's at hand. But for proper walls, you need proper stone.
Go on.
The nearest quarry has some miserable slate nonsense. I need proper granite. The darker the better. I don't suppose, you know, in your travels...
I haven't come across any. Keep an eye on.
I'll be here. Don't tarry too long. Got a wall to rebuild.
Well, any time now, game. Thank you. I know you.
I knew you'd make it back here. Have you sold that thing I gave you? It's not much, but I hope you get a good price for it. No. I feel fine. You don't think I...
Oh, shit.
You're back, eh? What's it like out there? Darkspawn crawling all over? Thank the Maker. Mika's been...
Sorry, couldn't go.
And now we're getting away. Why won't you let us in?
My pardon, sir. I told him I did. There are easier ways of getting a message. Of course.
It's the constable's orders. There's no place for you in the city.
Excuse me, but I need to search your packs for smuggled goods. Thank you.
What do you... I apologize. Smugglers and thieves have all... Yeah, we could search...
Well, they don't look infected. And he has children.
Ooh, fingers twitching, so much shiny.
Well, you better not. I want to shop here again.
I know better than to nick any of this. I was just remembering. Growing up castless in Dusttown, we took what we could get, when we could get it. But that doesn't excuse what I was. A thief and a lying rotten duster.
What is wrong with your
Let's
lip?
move along before the temptation becomes too great. I've only so much self-control.
I once knew...
Delilah? Is that really you?
Nathaniel, I had feared the worst.
Aw, hugs all around.
Times must have been hard, Delilah. But you can do better than this. Come back to the estate until we find somewhere else.
What? Oh, Nathaniel, I didn't marry Albert out of desperation. I adore him. I was so glad to get away from Father's evil. This life is so much better.
Father's evil? Isn't that overstating things a little? He got caught up in politics.
You weren't here. You didn't see what he did, Nathaniel. You want the culprit who destroyed our family? It was him, without question.
Told you.
I had no idea.
Of course you did. But you always worshipped Father, right from when you were a little boy. Come, brother, let us sit and catch up a bit, shall we?
She said she wants me to come back once all this is done. Meet her husband. She's due by the spring. She seems happy. She said father deserved to die.
Oh, I
I
shouldn't
still
have
can't
sentenced you to
believe
death then,
it.
should I? You don't believe her?
He had his reasons. It was a war for Andraste's sake. Before I went to the Free Marches, he was never... How could he have changed so much?
It's not your fault.
What if I'd never left? I didn't have much choice, but still. I wish I'd known some of this sooner. I feel like such a fool. Now please, let's get back to our business. I need to think.
What's this?
Oh, right.
Warden Commander! Thank the Maker you're finally here. Yes, our caravans are being attacked. It's gotten worse lately. People from the neighbouring villages have found guards torn limb from limb and left in the village square.
Why?
Yes, that much is clear. Whatever it is, it's completely crippled trade between Amaranthine and Denerim. No one wants to travel the road through the Wending Wood. Can the Grey Wardens help at all?
I'll investigate immediately.
If you can stop the killings, the murder...
Need for sloths or legion soaks. The lieutenant ran a caravan bound for Amaranthine several weeks ago. I fear the caravan met the same fate as us before. If you find the soap, please deliver them. Enter. Now threats, monuments, Winding Woods. Ugh, Black Marsh. Well, that was easy. What do you got, dwarf? That's that sword I gave, Sten. Why do you have one? Why do you have... I am very confused. Should I buy it? I guess I will. I just did. Jesus Christ! needs money.
Oh, right.
I see you got my letter, Commander. It's an honor to meet you.
The Dark Wolf, I presume.
In the flesh. The less you know of me, the better. But by some, I am called the Dark Wolf.
I just said
In the
that.
depths of the city, there is murmuring. Murmuring that nobles want you dead. I'd like to help.
Why would you
You
want to
see,
do
I
that?
have hopes that the Wardens will prove more fit to rule this land than the late Arl Rendon Howe.
Well, there you
His
go.
confederates are the conspirators. But to unearth their identities, I'll need resources. 50 sovereigns. It will be done. Give me some time.
If I recall correctly, he is worth trusting.
That's a strange place to store a pitchfork.
Yeah, there's one like sticking out of the tree there.
So what does the Legion do when you're not, you know, dying?
I'm not sure. We do that a lot.
You can't do it all hours of the day.
Aye, about time you showed up.
Nemea, you're still here.
I keep my promises. Here, turns out you were right. The cache is here in Amaranthine.
It is? You found it?
I did. What you do with that information is up to you. I, for one, am done dealing with mages. Word of advice. Don't let him sweet-talk you. He's very good at that.
Yeah.
I guess I should thank you.
Damned right you should. You get caught, Anders, I'm not helping you again. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you want to explain that one?
I suppose that requires some explanation.
No, not at all. Don't be silly.
I am fluent in sarcasm. You can't fool me. Nemea is a friend. Last time I escaped from the tower, I asked her to look into some things. That's why I was in Amaranthine. The Templars thought I'd come to take a ship, but it was to meet her.
Find a cache?
During the Blight, the Templars moved their store of phylacteries to Amaranthine for safety. My phylactery is among them, Nemea learned. So long as the Templars have that sample of my blood, they can find me. I need to destroy it.
No, you're right. They shouldn't be allowed to
I know
control
we're
you.
busy killing Darkspawn and all, but the sooner we find this vial, the better I'll feel. Well, this is more pleasant than sitting in a Templar cell.
So long as it's just you. Let's not go breaking everybody else's. Nah. Witchcraft.
Yes.
Oh, sorry about that. Why, you ungrateful, backstabbing duster!
Yeah, you bumped into her.
Commander, that's not what she's mad about. But...
Name's Misha. I was a merchant until she ruined me. I had her running errands, trying to keep one duster out of trouble. I thought I was doing a good deed. Then, I hear House Bimo's lost a gold statuette of their paragon. Next day, it turns up in my shop.
Sargon?
I tried to say no, but Barat said he'd kill you if I refused. He needed to get rid of it.
House Bimo could have had me executed. You could have spoken up, told them the truth.
And then Barat would have killed me.
He's paid for it.
I'm in the Legion of the Dead now. I'm going to die in the deep roads, Misha.
I have to deliver these skins to the tanner. Need to make a living somehow. Out of my way, Brand.
It's in the past. We should move on, Commander.
Maybe we should talk to you about it in time. Okie dokie. Well, the quest has started, so I think we're good now. In terms of, you know, being able to start that of the quest. First, I do believe there's an old friend here.
Oh, it is so good to see you, my friend. I contemplated visiting you at Vigil's Keep, but things got busy.
What happened?
The College of the Magi is convening in Cumberland, and I must attend. Hopefully, all this will blow over before it's begun. But you have enough on your mind as it is. I shan't trouble you with this further.
Indulge me. These events affect more than just mages.
Very well. Then perhaps you should know that something stirs within the fraternities. The Libertarians wish to pull away entirely from the Chantry. And if they get enough support...
Pull away entirely? That's madness. I hate Chantry oversight as much as the next mage, but they can't just decide to leave. This is a recipe for disaster.
It is troubling.
Well, it could turn out to be nothing, but keep your ear to the ground anyway. Now, I have a great many preparations to make before I leave for Navarra, but perhaps there is something you can do for me.
Oh?
One of my colleagues, Ines, has spent the last few months in the Wending Wood. The Circle has been unable to reach her, given the trouble in the area. If you happen to find yourself in the wood on your travels, perhaps
I will.
You could tell her about the meeting of the college.
What you doing there?
Oh, who knows, rooting around in the dirt for some obscure plant or other, most likely. She has a keen interest in gardening. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant botany. Hobbies and eccentricities aside, Ines is a well-respected mage and a voice of reason, something we could use on our side. The hour is late and I must go. It was wonderful to see you again. Take care, my friend.
Potted plant? Why did I take a potted plant? Living wood. Preying on the weak. I can do that. I may have mentioned this, well, I know I did, but I'm not sure if the video for it's been up yet. But I got a new job at the Department of Labor, which apparently I'm not going to be keeping for much longer. I just got my first paycheck, and it is unbelievably low. If that's the standard, then this is not going to work out. Anyway, it means I have tomorrow off for Martin Luther King Day. So there's that. What can I do for you?
May I help you? I am fortunate indeed that I'm sorry our note was vague. Details of who and what they were about would undoubtedly get back to them. Apostates and Maleficarum are all I have worked with an artist to create these. If you could confront them and question.
The guards. They won't let anyone into the city, but it's dangerous outside the walls.
Don't get cranky with me, Anders. Maleficarum must be dealt with. Apostates, perhaps not. But Maleficarum, yes.
It's not like Karam to be gone this long. I was sure I would find him at the inn. We must follow the example of Andraste and reflect upon the chant of light. Your friends and neighbors would do well to heed this lesson and join us in prayer.
Revered Mother. Always a delight.
Yes.
Going.
Must be on the other side.
Yes.
Anyway, I think I need to call it a video here. I'm the Blues 32. This is Dragon Age Awakenings. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.